with you one of my recipes that is a family favorite. So if you're new here though, I will say definitely make sure that you interact here and also take a look at the channel to see what we have here on the SimpliDished community, because I'm going to be sharing more of these types of live streams with you. Live stream cookings are one of my favorite things to do, and today we're going to be doing a vegan green beans and potatoes dish. This is inspired by my good friend and fellow amiga and content creator, Miss Steph on Views on the Road. So today we're going to be creating this dish, but making it vegan. Now, whether you're vegan or not, I always encourage you to test out my recipes here. A lot of the recipes that I have are going to be a mix of extremely healthy recipes, budget-friendly recipes, and also obviously lifestyle tips. But for today's purposes, like I said, we're going to jump right into this recipe, creating this vegan green beans and potatoes dish. This is super delicious, and I don't know about you, but I'm also looking for recipes to share with you that are also going to be minimalistic as it relates to ingredients and also not really breaking the bank. So if that's your type of cup of tea, you're looking for my recipes that are around that, then definitely take a moment to take a look at my channel, and we'll go ahead and get started with our cooking here. So to get started, I personally am going to walk you through each and every step, and I hope that you guys can hear me okay too. Make sure that you comment down below, because this is my first live stream here on YouTube. So I want to make sure you're hearing me good. That way we can make sure we're addressing any questions and concerns along the ways. But to get started for this green bean dish, you're going to need a few items. This is a 1 skillet dish, which is one of my favorites because I do not like to personally have a whole bunch of dishes to have to clean. So for this, we're going to be using a huge cast iron skillet. If you have a cast iron skillet in your kitchen, I encourage you to go ahead and do that and use it, okay? This particular one, I will go ahead and make sure that I go ahead and provide you a link for if you're looking for one or you're in the market for one. This isn't at all sponsored, but I absolutely love and utilize this one from Lodge. We're gonna go ahead and put this cooktop right on, so that way this gets going for us and starts to warm up. So in this particular dish, we're gonna need a few different items, okay? Obviously, this is green beans and potatoes. So a lot of people, I would say for the most part, we have canned items, we have frozen items, we also do have some potatoes on hand. I will have in the description here down below as well for you details for this particular recipe, and also the blog post. If you want it more in a traditional style for the blog post, we can go ahead and do that as well. We're gonna get started though on these potatoes. I do have for this particular recipe it down for 4 to 6 medium-sized potatoes. That's what we're going to go ahead and be using for today. These are just normal russet potatoes. Obviously, if you have other potatoes that you need to use up, sweet potatoes, this also could be used within this particular recipe, okay? But for today's purposes, what I have is going to be these russet potatoes. You're going to go ahead and start obviously by peeling these. Then we're going to also add them into our skillet and add the rest of our ingredients. So go ahead and just take a moment, peel off that skin. We're gonna go ahead and give these a wash as well. And then we're gonna also cube these potatoes. Try not to cut yourself, okay? One of my things that I also say, like in the kitchen, is just to take your time. I realize that when you come across a YouTube, maybe you're a new cook, maybe you're a more seasoned cook, maybe you're just trying to try new recipes, test out different things. Take your time in the kitchen, okay? Everybody has their different experience level, and that's all right as well, okay? So let's go ahead and peel these. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect as it relates to, if you want to leave a little bit of that potato on there, you can. That's your jam, no judgment here. Make it comfortable for your own home, okay? Let's go ahead and peel these potatoes. All 6 of them, okay? And if you're here and you're new to the live stream, I encourage you, comment with me, chat with me. Don't have me cooking over here by myself, okay? As you can see, I'm not shy at all. I hope you feel welcomed in the SimpliDished community, because that's truly what I want it to feel like when you come into these live streams, or even if you're catching the replay. Let me know down in the comments below. If you caught the replay here, it's always good to kind of see where you guys are coming from on these live streams, okay? So let's go ahead and give these a peel. We got 2 more left to go. And then we're going to go ahead and cube these, okay? Again, put your potatoes here to the side. Let me turn you here a little bit so you can see all of what I'm doing here in the kitchen. And like I said, if you're new here, definitely take a moment to hit that subscribe. I have a lot of different videos that are here on YouTube sharing with you some of my favorite recipes that my family is enjoying, recipes that you could try as this weather continues to warm up. And if you're, like I said, looking for those budget friendly ones, recipes that are delicious, that don't require a whole lot of ingredients, then I think that I'm gonna be your girl for that, okay? If you hear a little bit of fan noise, that's because I gotta get my skillet warmed up here. Whew. And we're gonna get this recipe going, okay? Like I said, I personally love to have recipes that are one skillet, that don't require me to have a whole ton of ingredients. I like to personally grow most of my food too, so if that's your thing, you'll also be seeing some of that here on the live streams as well, checking out and kind of doing some tidy work also in the garden, okay? Let's go ahead and continue to peel these. We're down to our last potato that we're gonna peel. We are using a vegan meat replacement here. So if you are not vegan and you wanna make this dish, obviously you can do that, my friends. But in my household, I do not have meat recipes, okay? Our skillet, let's tilt this down for you guys so you can kind of see. Our skillet here is already starting to warm up. We're gonna go ahead and get our peeled potatoes that we went ahead and did. We're gonna have 6 of these potatoes. We're gonna give these a good rinse, and then we're gonna go ahead and drop those potatoes right here into our skillet. Give me a half a second, my friends, so that way we can go ahead and wash these and get them chopped, okay? Let's go ahead and do this. And if this is your first time catching me, thank you. Thank you for joining the live stream. I personally love doing live streams. And it's my first time here on YouTube doing the live stream. So we're gonna have some fun, y'all, okay? I see all 5 of you guys here. Definitely if you're visiting the SimpliDished kitchen, okay? I want you to feel comfortable. Now you probably see that heat. Let me turn this down, y'all. We don't wanna cause no fires. We don't want no fires here in the kitchen, okay? And I just realized I didn't grab my oil, so let me go ahead and grab that. We're going to be using avocado oil for today's dish, but you could also use a neutral oil. I wouldn't probably say an avocado oil for this, to be quite honest. I would say definitely look to use an avocado oil, or even, let's turn this heat down. Now you'll see I used quite a bit of oil because obviously we're going to be cooking some potatoes here, so we need to have a little bit of oil. We are using a vegan ground meat, as I mentioned earlier. So if you're coming into the live stream, we're making this vegan green bean and a potatoes dish. We're gonna start, now this, I will be honest with you guys, this is the first time I'm gonna be using this one, cooktop, so we're gonna kind of play with the heat. If you are doing this on a gas stove, I will say you're gonna wanna do this on a medium to low heat when you're cooking it, okay? Let's start though with these potatoes. We went ahead and peeled the potatoes. We're gonna go ahead and chop them. Now, if you wanna sit here and cube them, you can, but I kind of love gadgets and tools in the kitchen, which I'll link this one down below. I love this sucker because it makes my life easy and it makes everything very uniformed, okay? So it's gonna chop up all my potatoes for me, okay? We're gonna get a perfect cube, which I don't know about you, but I'm kind of like OCD about it. And not only that, does it look good, but it's also going to cook in a timely manner and make everything really consistent, okay? Definitely, if you're enjoying this live, do hit that thumbs up because it does tell YouTube that you're enjoying it, hanging out with me, okay? My goal is to have a little fun in the kitchen. Whoop, did you see that? And it being a live stream, you're gonna see the craziness. Sometimes we're gonna have things that are gonna fall apart, food that's gonna fall on me. I mean, that's life though, right? You gotta roll with it. Let's put this, I hope that's not too loud because I got this mic on, but I mean, I want you to feel also like you're in my kitchen, hanging out with a friend, okay? Let's chop up those potatoes. Now, when you're chopping these and putting them in, you don't want them to be too super thick. You see how it's kind of like a medium? That's what we want. And what I like about this is it catches all those potatoes in there, okay? Let's put that in there. Okay, that skillet's looking a lot better. Shoot, this induction cooktop, like, got 400 and something degrees. And I was like, okay, we don't need no fires. We need no fires and we need to cook. Let's finish doing these potatoes. You know, you just gotta laugh sometimes. I'm like, we don't need no fire. I don't need to catch my braids on fire. None of that, okay? I want you guys to have a good time, but I don't want you to be like, okay, girl, what's going on? Now you see, we did all those potatoes quite quickly. We got 2 potatoes left, okay? Again, take this top off. We got nice, perfect looking freaking cubed potatoes, okay? We're gonna drop this in. Do it easily, okay? Here we go. We're gonna add in our avocado. We have our avocado in there. Do this slowly, my friends. Okay. Personally, I like to do the potatoes first here. We're gonna stir it in. Now it looks like I got a potato that jumped on me. Let's throw that bad boy in here. Now that I added him in, we're gonna put the induction cooker up to about 300, okay? Keep an eye as it relates to potatoes here. Make sure you guys can get a little close up here. Can you guys see okay? Hey, my friends, am I making you laugh? And is it Ansenol? You got a dead emoji on there. You know, it's okay. It's okay, my friend. I hope you're being sarcastic with that, but even if you're not, it's okay. Share your opinion, okay? Because I'm going to do me and I'm going to be me, I tell you. We're giving this a toss. And we're going to coat it with that avocado oil. And we're going to finish these other 2, okay? While that goes. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to our onion, and we're going to also go on into our, hey there. Hi, how you doing? Hi from Chile. Holy smokes. See, this is why I love live streams, and I love social media in general, because that's the beauty of it. And I'm going to continue to show up here. I love seeing you from Chile. I'm in Southern California. Greetings. Try Indian food. You know what? That's funny that you say that, because I follow another creator here. Maybe you've heard of her. Her name is, I know she goes by Rainbow Plant Life. That's where I know she goes from. And she shares Indian food, vegan Indian food. And I will be honest, I've not tried Indian food, but my family is a mixed family, meaning my family is Black, Hispanic, and Cuban. So we have a lot of great dishes that we enjoy, a lot of different salsas and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of wanted to come here to YouTube and share that with you guys. So if that resonates with you, you're trying to test out different food, different cultures and whatnot, I like to make those vegan, okay? Now I hope that's not too loud for you, but we're gonna smash it. This is perfect in my opinion, these little smashers. Not only to get it cute, but if you're having like a rough week, you know, just let out your frustrations, okay? Let out your frustrations on the potatoes. Boom. You can see, nice and cubed, okay? Let it go. Watch your potatoes. Make sure we're not burning anything, because we don't want to do that. Okay. Now the reason I add in the potatoes, for me at least, I like to do it first, is I like to get them a little golden brown. Okay? Add your potatoes. Now we're going to move on to our tomatoes. Okay? We're going to go ahead and take these tomatoes. They are already washed, so don't come for me. I need your smasher. It looks easy. I'm going to link it for you. Okay? I'll link it down in the video after I get done filming, because it is in my Amazon shop and I love it. Okay? Look at this, my friends. You can literally clean it really simply, wash it, good to go. It's not a whole bunch of pieces. I'm for convenience and not a lot of pieces, you know? Let's see. You are energetic even when the amount of viewers. That's right. Whether I got 3 people, 4,000, I don't care. I do not care. What I'm going to bring you is the love. And what my love is cooking. And also make your home feel nice and warm and toasty. And also gardening. That's my thing. Okay? You can see some of these potatoes are already starting to get golden brown, which I like. So if you're enjoying this, which I hope you are, all 9 of you that are here in my kitchen with me, okay? I got 9 new friends. Take a moment, like it, please. Definitely, if you've not subscribed already, take a moment to subscribe. That helps the channel quite a bit. I'm definitely, I don't know. I just feel like I'm called to definitely be sharing more of what I love to do. And so I'm just being obedient and doing that, okay? So I hope you're enjoying it. I hope so, okay? We're going to go to get these tomatoes. We're going to go ahead and peel off, obviously, the top. I always call it its button. I have 3 kids now. Almost said 2. but I just have a new baby that just recently joined the family. And I always tell them, this is their little baby button. Make sure you cut that off. But here's the thing. Do I have an Instagram? Yes, I do. Same handle. It's going to be at SimpliDished, okay? Follow me there. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Amazon. I do a show over there on Amazon. It's been a minute because, like I said, I just had a baby. So I do live streams literally on TikTok usually and Amazon. But this is my first time doing it here on YouTube. So I kind of feel a little clumsy, to be quite honest with you guys, because I've not done live streams, man, for a minute. But I hope you're enjoying it because we're going to have fun. TikTok has been in India. Oh, man. Well, then make sure you're subscribed here because I'm definitely going to be doing more of the live streams. Okay, so if you're enjoying this is my first live stream here on YouTube. But if you're enjoying it, which I hope you are, make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so that way you get notified, okay? We're going to cut those tomatoes straight in half, okay? Then we're going to cut them into little small pieces. Cut it down in half once again. Now, if this seems like, Gwen, you're going very basic here, I try to keep it really basic and really simple, quite honestly, my friends, because I realize that not everybody may enjoy cooking, or you may be at different levels of cooking, and that's okay. I don't want you to feel intimidated, okay? So yeah, keep those comments going though, okay? You have questions, I'm here. No judgment, no question's a dumb question, and I mean that sincerely, okay? Again, cut that tomato in half. Cut it in half again. Then we're going to cut it right down in there. Okay? I do also have a blog, SimpliDished.com. So if you want to take a look at the recipes, like I said, kind of like the play-by-play of the recipes, you can go ahead and get that. But my descriptions are always going to have that recipe and that link to that blog post. So I realize that everybody understands recipes in a different way. Sometimes it's watching somebody do it. Sometimes it's, you know, you're reading it step by step. So I try to get it in all forms. See how that's coming together beautifully? Easy, okay? Got all these tomatoes. Now we are gonna then, after we do these tomatoes, go on into our onion and also garlic. Any garlic lovers in this room, let me know. Because, I don't know how people don't love garlic, but no judgment if you don't like garlic. My recipes, they're gonna contain some garlic. Not some, probably a lot. I'm that person that if it says it's gonna be a recipe for 3, I'm more than likely going to have 3, more like 4. Don't you guys use spices? Of course I do, my friend. I didn't get my spices in there just yet. Hold on. We don't have bland food over here, okay? Like I said, my family is a mixed family. We love to use different spices, fresh herbs. That's definitely my thing. I have a garden. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll turn you guys real quick. Outside here is my huge lemon tree, which is my other passion, gardening. This is my huge lemons I got. I like to always share that because a lot of times I'm also using food from my own garden. And I don't have a huge lot, but I definitely use what I got. Okay, and I encourage you to do the same, okay? Let's make sure you guys can see me. There we go. Okay, looking good. We're tossing it. Getting everything nice and combined. Are you guys with me still? Are we good? Are we good? How's our Friday? I hope it's good. I hope so, my friends. Give it a toss. Okay, we're gonna get back to these tomatoes. We got 2 more to do. Now, if you don't like the inside of the tomato, like my husband, he doesn't like it. I personally love the inside and the juicy bits of the tomato. Don't have to put it, but I like it. So we're throwing it in there. I use everything. Everything in my kitchen, nothing goes to waste. Let's cut it. We're adding it in there. All those little pieces. Okay? Like I said, next. Now you may be looking at me like, girl, you going fast with that knife. I want to use all your time, my friends, okay? We can't be here all night. And I don't know about you, but I got people to feed, you know? Cut this in half. Tomato goes in. We got that going, all right? Let's see, do I have anybody else? Actually, you're having floods? Oh no, my friend. Well, I hope that you stay safe, first and foremost. And I appreciate you coming in and stopping by in the kitchen, okay? Now, we're moving on to our garlic. Huge garlic that I got here, okay? We're gonna go ahead and chop this. Like I said, I'm kind of heavy on the garlic. If that's not your thing, then definitely reduce the amount of garlic. But for this recipe, I like to use 6 cloves of garlic. Add it in. Here comes that extra flavor. We love garlic in this house. Boom. Okay. Uh-oh. That big old garlic wanted to roll on me, you know? Have you ever tried actual spicy food? Yes, I love me some spice. I also have a lot of different like spices or peppers that I'm growing. All different kinds of ones that are kind of local to my area. Let me know what kind of spicy food do you guys like to see or enjoy? It's always nice. Always nice to hear, you know? Let's see. But these floods, man, I'm sorry to hear you're having floods, okay? I really, really am. Garlic. We got garlic in there. Everything's looking good. We still got the golden pieces that are here. All nice and tossed up. Now we're going to use some onion. You can use brown onion or you can also use white onion for this dish. Today we're going to be using white. I had a little bit of onion that my husband used. So we're going to use that up as well in this particular dish. Go down the middle with your onion like that. Let's see. In India, we use a crazy amount of spices in a single dish. I know, and that's one of the things that I love. Like I said, I really want to get into trying more cuisines. Like I said, I'm in Southern California near the Los Angeles area, so there's so many different types of cultures and recipes. And that's honestly one of the things that I love about food in general, right? We can bond over cooking and sharing traditions and recipes. Again, another reason why I love social media is that I can learn from other people, right? I'm cutting these long ways, not too thick, not too thin. Okay, my friends? Drop that in. Take your onion, hold it. And I don't want them too thick and I don't want them too thin. Just like that, okay? Can you see that? Again, toss that in. Careful with your fingers. We don't want no issues. We don't want no burns and we don't want no boo-boos, but it happens sometimes, okay? Drop it in. Spices are coming though, my friend. Don't you think that this vegan food over here in the SimpliDished community is going to be boring and it's going to be flavorless, because that ain't what we about. Give it a toss. Now reduce your heat at this time. Again, you're going to want it on a low to medium setting when you're cooking this. You do not, I repeat, do not want to have this blasting on be high heat, okay? Right now I'm using my cooktop. I have a gas range, but I wanted to do it over here so you guys can get it nice and close and kind of see the food, okay? This obviously for presentation purposes, okay? But if you are cooking with an induction cooktop, because I realize you may have that and that's what you're cooking with, like what I am. I have it right now at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? That's what, oh, I just realized, you guys, we lost a tomato. Tomato tried to escape this dish. Hold on. Again, beauty of live streaming, my friend. But it's okay. We're going to add that little baby in here because we want to make sure we get all that flavor. Again, check the description if you're catching this replay. Make sure you comment below replay. Okay, so I know that you saw it, that YouTube pushed this on out to you to catch that replay. And if you're here with me in real time, I appreciate your love. I really do. Cut that tomato. All that goodness. Drop it in there. Okay, it's looking good, smelling good. I smell that garlic. Whew. You smell that 6 cloves worth of garlic? I hope you do. Okay, let's see. Give it a toss. And if you got garlic jumping in, don't worry. Pop his baby back in there. You see? Did you see that tomato? Boom. I know it happens to you too. Don't be judging me. You be cooking and you're like, oh crap, stuff is flying out. Sometimes that happens. Give it a toss. And if it does, it's all right. We go with it, okay? Toss it. Next, we're gonna add in the green beans. This is obviously called vegan green beans and potatoes. Gwen, my friends, we need green beans. We are using canned green beans. If you have fresh green beans and you have access to that, fantastic. One of my things, like I said earlier, okay, is to make sure we have access as it relates to ingredients. I realize with YouTube, within your area, in the United States or worldwide, you may not have access to these particular ingredients, and that's okay. I want you still to feel like, you know what, I can make that. So we're using canned, and we're also using frozen ingredients in today's recipe. Let's see here. Make sure I got anything in the chat. Can you use canned tomatoes? You can. You can if you don't have them in season. But when it comes to tomatoes, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I personally love me some fresh tomatoes. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Like I said, use what you got. I'm not going to hate if you use canned tomatoes, but what we are going to use is the tomato sauce, okay? Tomato sauce is also in this particular recipe. So I kind of like to use the tomato sauce with obviously the Roma tomatoes is what I use for today. We're using 2 cans worth of cut green beans for this recipe, and they're going to be drained, okay? Obviously the liquid that's inside, we don't need it. This is how I do it. I personally cut it. I'm going to drain it in the sink, and we're going to drop those bad boys right into our dish. So let me wiggle on over here and get them in here and get them drained, okay? That's what we're going to be doing. Easy peasy. Drain it, put that lid on, drain it in your sink, and get them cleaned, okay? These particular green beans, if you have a few extra coins, spend it on trying to get non-GMO, okay? These aren't organic, but at least try to find ones that are non-GMO, in my personal opinion, okay? Okay, we're taking these 2 canned green beans. We're going to go ahead and drop those bad boys like that. Boom and boom, okay? Easy peasy. Next, my other item that I know a lot of us probably have is either going to be canned corn or it's also going to be frozen corn. We're going to be using frozen corn for today's recipe. And I just realized I didn't bring my scissors here, so we're gonna do it old school. I'm gonna use my can opener and we're gonna drop this, okay? Now you can use this whole thing or half. Today I'm only gonna use about half of this, okay? And we're gonna put that over here to the side and we're gonna give this a toss, okay? Now let me make sure I got my chat here. Do I work out? Yes, I do. Like I said, I just recently had my 3rd baby girl, here 5 months ago. So I do like to work out. I like to share that content here as well, here on YouTube. I don't think you got to go super crazy with it. But I think that obviously working out is also part of the lifestyle, right? We want to try to not only eat good, healthy food, but we also want to try to make movement, in my opinion, a priority, right? We need to make it a priority into our day. See, everything is starting to come together. We're tossing it. Now here comes the seasoning, okay? Now, honestly, with this dish, you could enjoy this just as is. You do not need to add in the vegan meat replacement, okay? If you are not vegan and you want to use ground beef, go ahead and do your thing, my friends. No judgment here. We ain't about that. But what I will say is I did not grow up vegan. I did not. But I now am vegan and have been vegan. And so I like to use the ground beef for this particular dish. Do you have to use it? No, you can totally enjoy this dish without it. However, we're kind of going for that type of flavor for this particular recipe, okay? How long does it take to be ready approximately? For this particular dish, I have it about 25 to 30 minutes, okay? Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more time because I'm sitting here hanging out with you guys and doing step by step. But all in all, this is about a 25 to 30 minute dish for you to go ahead and make. This is perfectly paired, in my opinion, with some tortillas. You can have it also on top of your rice, and it's really simple and delicious for you to enjoy, okay? Good question, okay? This is going to be the tomato sauce that we're going to go in and add it. Now, I'm going to be careful because, y'all, I'm wearing obviously white hair. I don't want to, make a mess, okay? Let's drop that in like that. Now, something that I like to do because we see all that extra sauce in there, right? Where this recipe calls for 1 can of tomato sauce and 2 cups of water. I like to add the water into my can. I like to then close my can like that, give it a little swirl, and get all those bits out, okay? Little hack I like to do, drop it in there, okay? That way, I'm using every single ounce of that tomato sauce, okay? Simple. Again, we about the simple tips, but we also need to use all the stuff that we paid for, okay? We're gonna give this a little bit of a mix. Now you'll see why I got this big old cast iron. If you saw from the beginning, you're like, girl, why you got that big cast iron? This is why, because it starts to get kind of full in here. Now again, you can leave it at this point and just enjoy this dish without the vegan meat replacement. Totally on you. It's up to you. It's good either freaking way. We're gonna toss this, and then once this starts to cook a little bit, we're gonna add in the vegan meat replacement in here, and then we're gonna add in our seasonings right now because you guys are asking me, what about the seasonings, Gwen? We're gonna add it. For this dish, we're gonna be using Mexican oregano, okay? You do not have access to Mexican oregano, or you're like, where do I find Mexican oregano? Go ahead and, my friends, go over to the Mexican markets here in Southern California. I have access to so many different markets. One of my favorite places is definitely gonna be Cardenas. That's where I personally like to go shop and get my, just realized I don't have my tablespoon, where I like to go get my Mexican oregano and also my fresh tortillas. If you don't want to make them from scratch, go there, okay? Super, super affordable. I want to say it's like $1.25 or something. We're going to use that fresh oregano. Let me let you see it, smell it. Smell that fresh oregano, okay? We're going to give this a toss. Toss it right on in there, nice and slow. Now, one of the things I always advocate for is obviously, again, making it comfortable for your own home. When it comes to your cooking, tasting your food as you go as well is very important. We're gonna go ahead and toss this. Hey there, Tyler, howdy, Tyler. We're gonna go ahead and give this a little bit of a mix, okay? Nice and slow. If you're just joining here, we are making a vegan green bean and potato dish. That's the photo, if you saw the photo when we came into this live stream, that's what we're making today, okay? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hello there, Robert. Thank you for chatting with me, you guys. As you can see, I like to talk. I like to hang out. I like to share what I love to do. So if that's you too, and you about the good vibes, make sure you hit that subscribe, okay? And let me know if you are seeing this on the replay, because I just like to know, were you here live with me? Were you cooking with me live? Were you not? And I wanna make sure you don't miss any other lives, okay? In this little bowl here, we have chicken bouillon. Now you're probably thinking, but you said it's vegan, Gwen, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? There's a lot of different vegan bouillons that are out there. These days, there's so many different types. If you're looking for some good ones, I'll definitely make sure once I get done saving this live stream that I go and connect which vegan bouillons that I particularly love, or you can take a look at my Amazon storefront. I have everything there as far as the spices that are Gwen approved. Not sponsored, Gwen freaking approved. They're in my kitchen. They're the oils I'm using, all that, okay? We're gonna go ahead and add in our bouillon. Now for this, I'm using 2 tablespoons worth, 1 to 2 tablespoons. And I say 1 to 2 because it's gonna really depend on what you're kind of loving, okay? Do you think it needs a little bit more seasoning? I kind of like the chicken bouillon taste, so, and it adds it to the potatoes really good. So I'm like, add me a little bit more. But I notice sometimes I'm like, maybe 1 today. Do this and blend it in there, okay? We got the bubbles going. Ooh, the tomatoes, the garlic. It's smelling good. Let's give this a mix. Now, you know this is going to be ready once your vegetables are nice and fork tenders, okay? Get your videos up, caught up to mas masa. What's that mas masa? Is it, I want to see, get your videos up to mas masa. I'm not sure who that is, my friend. Let me know, though. I want to know, okay? I want to know, Robert. I want to know who you're talking about, Robert, okay? Like I said, this is my first live stream here over on YouTube that I'm doing obviously with you right now, but I have, well, I'm kind of getting more onto YouTube a little bit more, but I've been at this for a minute, my friends, and I'm growing. Sylvia, oh, you know what? Hey there, Sylvia from Abelis. Yes, I'm trying to get to her level, you know, but here's the thing, my friends, I will say this, and I always feel like called to say this. Whatever it is that you love to do, I always say, take a moment, step out of your comfort zone and do it. You know what I mean? I absolutely love, respect Sylvia from Abuela's Kitchen. I got to meet her in person here, a month or two ago, and such a sweet lady, such a sweet lady. And I meet a lot of great creators. This recipe is, like I said, inspired by my friend and fellow amiga, Miss Stephanie from Views on the Road. Shout out to her. And I just made the dish veganized and added my own twist to it. And that's what I personally think is beautiful about cooking is the cultures. You can be inspired by somebody else's dish and you're like, you know what, let me put my Gwen twist on it, or whatever your name is, twist on it. And I want to share it. I'm wanting to do more of these, like I said, and sharing my love of cooking, because I think everybody brings their own type of style, their own types of, love for things. So that's what we're doing, okay? Thank you, Robert, for coming in. I remember meeting you, Mr. Robert. Now I see your picture on here. I have a pretty good memory. When I look at your names and you start coming into my live streams or you comment, I do pay attention, y'all. I do pay attention to who's on there. So thank you, Robert, for coming in and supporting. Sylvia's awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm hoping to have a community just as big as hers or bigger, more love to share. Next, we're going to add in our ground beef, my friends. I will show you, this is what it looks like. This is vegan ground beef. Very similar, okay? Look at that. They've gotten it pretty good. Again, if you're not about that vegan life, or you're like, I don't know if it's going to taste good, my friends, I promise you, give it a try. Give it a try. I didn't grow up vegan. I can tell you, my parents, they are not vegan, but when they come to my home, this is one of the dishes that they love. My dad was like, what? And so was my mom. You may be very surprised at how good it tastes. Now you see I'm sprinkling this on top very loosely with my fingers. We're gonna brown this and you'll see how much this browns, okay? Just like regular ground beef without the animal, okay? I promise you, it ain't gonna be lacking in the flavor, and I wish you could smell this goodness, okay? It smells freaking good in here. We're gonna have this with some flour tortillas or some corn. That's on you. We personally like it with some flour in our household. Sonora tacos, little thing going on here. We're gonna add it in, and you see I'm doing it little by little with my hands. Now, you see how pink this is. I'm gonna show you how brown this gets in a few seconds, and you're gonna be like, if you're one of my non-vegan friends, you're gonna be surprised, okay? While we do that, we're gonna clean while I cook, because I would not be a good daughter if I didn't do that, okay? Because that's what I do in my kitchen. I clean while I cook, and I teach my kids the same. We're gonna add these scraps. These scraps are gonna go over into my compost, because like I told y'all, we're not only just cooking over here, I'm also trying to help you make your home a place where you can grow your food, whether that is you have literally a little back area in your backyard, your windowsill. I'm trying to have you grow some of the essentials, such as your herbs and whatnot in your own yard, okay? We're cleaning this up. So sometimes, honestly, let me know if that's something you guys want to see, because I'm honestly thinking maybe we do a live stream in the garden, okay? Maybe we do a live stream in the garden. And yes, I'm keeping this on top. I'm going to rinse off my hands because they're gross, and we don't want gross hands around here, okay? Even though I'm messing with vegan meat, and it's not real meat, I still make sure that I keep very clean and sanitized when I'm cooking, even with the vegan meats, okay? Let's grab dry our fingers, get it all good. Thank you for the okay emoji, Robert, okay? I hope everyone's doing okay. All right, let's toss this. Now I gotta get my big boys here and give this a toss, okay? You see it's kind of coming to a boil. See, some of this is already starting to get brown, okay? Let me get you down here a little bit more so you guys, all my friends, can be right here with me, okay? Give this a toss. You see I'm kind of breaking it up a little bit so it doesn't clump too much, okay? Toss it. Again, this dish comes together in one skillet. You love gardening. Awesome. Flew away. Uh-oh, polytunnel cover in the storm. Oh, no. Man, I live in an area that gets a lot of freaking wind, and I can totally relate. I'm not with the covers, my friend, but I can relate that sometimes I'm like, oh. Like, for instance, I was talking about this with my kids this morning. I was like, it looks like our lime tree is producing right now some baby limes, okay? Our area, man, the last 2-3 years, I've been waiting on those lime trees. And every time I start to get little babies on there, the wind comes up and it blows those little baby flowers off. And then I'm so sad, waiting the next year, hoping and praying that those limes are going to come back. But shoot, I tell you, what can we do? That's Mother Nature, right? We try to work with it, Madeline, right? Goodness gracious. But then there's some years and I'm like, I have too much stuff going on in the garden and I can't keep up. So usually I'm like giving stuff to my neighbors. Here, I'll show you. Case in point, look at these huge lemons, okay? These are my lemons straight from the garden. They're literally right here behind me in this window. I have too many lemons. Then I have too many lemons and I'm trying to like give lemons away to my kids' teachers and everything. But I guess it's a good problem to have, right? Sometimes. So I'm learning how to preserve and I'm sharing that stuff with you guys, getting the garden beds also ready to test, honestly, new foods. Right now I'm growing lettuce and tomatoes and peppers and all that good stuff, okay? So if that's something you guys like to see, like I said, let me know. Whew. You see that steam? I'm starting to get glistening. If I'm glistening, it's because I'm glistening for you guys, okay? And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm getting the food glistening, okay? I know, never too many lemons. I know. I'm trying to think, my friend, though. I'm like, I make lemon bars. I love lemonade. It's been super hot here in Southern California already here in June. So I'm like, what else am I going to use these lemons for? But I do donate and I do give my neighbors a lot of different lemons and they're good and they're super juicy. So I can't complain. We're going to add a little black pepper in here because I just realized I did not add my black pepper in. I'm going to add about probably a half teaspoon. I'm going to measure it out for you guys. I like black pepper. Some people have like a hate for it. I like black pepper. We got to add a little black pepper in there. And then we're going to give this a taste, okay? What temperature is there? Oh my gosh. I'm in Fahrenheit because I do say that because I know we got people from all over the world. Right now it's about, man, it's supposed to be 100 today, I think, in my area, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. It's pretty cooking, okay? It's pretty cooking here. Again, I live in greater Los Angeles, California. It can get pretty hot, okay? I live towards the desert, so it can get pretty toasty in here. You see, I'm being careful, y'all. You're probably like, girl, don't spill that on your white shirt. I know. I'm trying to be super careful. And you see how I'm kind of just folding it in and taking those chunks. The vegan meat doesn't take too long. You're going to want to wait for it to get nice and brown like it is right now. And again, those potatoes have been in there for a minute because we added them in first. I want to get them nice and crispy. Okay, so if you're doing this dish, which I hope that you are encouraged to do it, get your potatoes in there first. If you like them to be nice and crispy, add them in there first so they get that crispiness to it. If you're like, hey girl, I don't care if they're crispy, I'm just going to throw them in with the water, you can do that as well. Personally, I like to add them so they get a little bit crisp on them at the very beginning, and that's why we did it. Super delicious, okay? We're almost to that point to test it. What I like to do at this point is test the broth because this does have a bit of a broth. I'm going to get an area that has it, like this little bubbly area, and try not to burn my lips. And we're going to test that broth. On point. Perfect. Okay? I'm going to wipe my hand because you see that. I'm not trying to get not trying to 82 degrees there. Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comments. Where else are you guys doing? I know we got India in the building. Robert, I know you're here in California with me. Who else is, where are you guys at in the world? Because I like to see it. Okay? Let's keep wiggling this. Make sure everything is nice and cooked. Okay? I like to see where you guys are at. Because again, that's the beauty of life, right? Rainy days. Oh man. We need that rain though sometimes, right? To kind of reset our air and all that. Get our plants looking good. Garden looking good. Man, we had a lot of rain this year. And I think that's why I had so many lemons and stuff in the garden, honestly. And the garden's looking super, super good. I'll make sure I share a picture with you guys of kind of what the garden's looking like. And like I said, 2:45 and you're hanging out with me. I feel so special. I feel so special. Well, good morning. I hope I'm not making you too hungry, making you want to get in the kitchen, you know? I hope not, but I'm sorry if I am. Sorry, not sorry, okay? I'm sorry to tell people. I hope that you ate something or you're eating with me, okay? We're going to get our tortillas and stuff ready. You're going to want to heat these up. Again, I personally like to go get them local. If you don't want to make them from scratch, go get them local at the Spanish market. They're going to save you some time and they're going to be freaking delicious, okay? That's what we're going to do is use them with some flour tortillas. I'm good at cooking too. That's amazing. I love it. We got to eat, right? We got to eat, my friends. So we got to figure this stuff out, especially on a budget. As you see, this was a very simple, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting on my recipe. 10 ingredients here to go to make this, okay? 10 ingredients for you to go to make this delicious recipe, and some of them you may already have on hand. Like I said, the canned green beans. You may already have some canned corn. You know what I mean? Not super expensive, but super delicious. I will say that. Let's check our potatoes. See if we're fork tender yet. Okay. I usually like to test it and kind of give it a little bit of squeeze. They're getting there. We got a little bit more time. Okay. Super delicious though. Like I said, test this particular recipe. Make it your own. If you want to add some more chicken bouillon to this, if you want to add different veggies, you can obviously do that as well. But this is going to be the basis for this particular recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I don't want to keep you guys here till these potatoes get nice and soft. But what I will do is make sure this is saved here on my channel, on the SimpliDished channel. So that way you can re-watch this. Take a look at the description so that way you can also make it for your family and enjoy it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this impromptu live cooking experience with me. I know I enjoyed my time here. Yes, it is super yummy and an easy vegan family. Look how big this dish is. Again, huge, okay? You're gonna have lots of extras. I have a family of now 5. I'm counting the baby. The baby's not eating yet because she's 5 months old. But this easily can feed your family, okay? I've made this for my family as well. When I have company over, very easy and quick for you guys to go ahead and make and enjoy. Very easy for you to enjoy, okay? I'm so appreciative. Hey, Annie, hello. It is super yummy, and I hope that you enjoy this. Annie, if you're just catching us right now, or you've been hanging out, my friend, thank you so much to everybody. All 4 of you that are here, all 6 of you that are here now. I appreciate you guys. I'm wanting to do more live streams here. If you're new here, like I said, please consider hitting that subscribe. My name is Gwen, like Gwen Stefani, my friends. I love cooking. Love trying to help you save some money in the kitchen. Have a little fun in the kitchen too, like we did today. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I'm looking to do a lot more, so make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, so that way when I come up, you can kind of see this live stream again and hopefully get some different tips. And if you're catching this on the replay, hello. Sorry you missed the real live Gwen in action. But hopefully next time you'll be able to do that. Make sure you share this with a friend. And y'all, lunch is almost served here because it's 2:20 here in California. We're going to wait for these potatoes to finish cooking. We're going to get the tortillas going and we're going to be good. Do I make my tortillas at home? I did not today, my friend. Today, we went to a local Spanish market, Cardenas, and we got them, the Sonora tacos, or tortillas, I'm sorry. You can do this with corn tortillas. You can put this over rice. You can also enjoy it just as is, which I do that sometimes. Either way, okay? No judgment here. No judgment here. Because again, I know some of y'all make stuff, everything from scrap. I do a little mixture of both. Depends on what I got time for, okay? But today, hope you enjoyed this recipe. I'm going to be logging off of here for today so I can get the family fed, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now, everybody.